All right, looks like I'm live. Okay, so everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? And you know what I forgot to do? Hold on for a second, y'all. All right, looks like I'm live. Okay, so everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? And you know what I forgot to do? All right, while we wait for others to get on, all right, I want to start this off with this, y'all. Try try not to let these women egg you into just anger, provoke you to anger. All right. When these women come on who are not Bertha Huff, because as far as I'm concerned, her Mechadon, the ones that's been with us, the ones that's shown us support, are the only ones that we should engage in any kind of conversation. Those women are pretty much the only ones that have a say in this platform, whatever that say may be. Because see, they supported us, and so this is where I'm trying to get to. The women who support us, their words carry weight. All right, we are still the final decision maker. Okay, but the women that support us, that's who words carries weight. If they ain't shown us any kind of report, their words don't carry any kind of weight. And that's how we have to deal with them from now on. All right? So that's how we're going to have to deal with them from now on. Now, having said that, okay, having said that, a couple of other things we gotta do. Okay, there's a couple of other things we have to do. All right, and that is we need to start shedding them out of our stuff by not giving them the time of day. And what you didn't realize is the more that woman talked. See, I don't know if y'all understand me well, but understand this. When these women come on here trying to use a lie as a weapon against the Afro man, what y'all don't understand is she's making my next video. The thing that I wasn't going to do was interrupt the message of the last video, which is what she was trying to get me to do. See, a lot of times they push us. They push us to do things against our own interests. The women that don't give a damn about us. And let's be clear, it's the majority of them. It is the majority of them. And we're not even talking about close. We're talking about the vast majority of them. All right? We don't owe them a damn thing. And you know why? Because we have no connection to them. They have no connection to us. So if you decided to get knocked up by Pookies and Ray Rays, right? You decided to get knocked up by Pookies and Ray Rays. Then the good men with passports are not responsible for your feelings of abandonment. All right? We are not supposed to jump on board with you. All right? And it shouldn't happen, and it's not going to happen. All right? These are things that should not happen. All right? And so as I get these messages out here, all right, hold on. We are going to break something down because she asked for it. This woman asked for it, so we about to bring her this heat in this particular video, right? So let me say what's up to everybody. Havorden hardu dog, all way to the bane, vasis los, bonjour mes amis, kedu bawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jambo habarigani, assalamu alaikum, and shalom, kamusta ka, kamusta pokayo, talafalava soy fua. For those of you waiting to go to the Philippines, Duarte is retiring from politics over there. All right. So, it might open up sooner because I'm going to just admit it was botched. Everybody else is opening up, and they should have followed India's protocol and stuff like that. But you know, they are tied to the hips with the United States, and the United States is really killing its own system. The system was corrupt to begin with. All right? The system here was corrupt to begin with. So, there you have it. All right? It was just a really corrupt and effed up system. All right, so let's greet who's here right now. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Hey, what's going down, God of War? Hey, Simplified Texas Marine. What's up, Kelly Gill? Zimaloo, what's up? And hey, how you doing, Backwoods Rider? All right, so it looks like we got more on here. All right, so look like we got 13 people here. So what's up, whoever I didn't name? All right, so, okay. So let's talk about this plan of action. We got to start dealing with these females as if they are our adversary. All right, understand this. We got to treat them as if they were our adversary. We see the Most High, when the Most High told a Son of Man judge them, he said judge Aholiab, Aholiab, and Aholiab. He said judge the priest, Son of Man, judge the priest, judge the politicians. That's our job. We are not responsible for why the community's effed up. In all the data that you're about to see, that I'm about to put out here, it's solely on them, the BW, as to why the community is effed up. And let's not get it twisted. The community is so effed up. But it is 100% on them. Especially when you consider a couple of things. When you look at who gets to make the choice for all the destruction. What's up, David Bowman? All right. When you look at who gets to make the choice for all the destruction that has happened within the community, all right, period, hands down, bar none. You're looking at who made the choice for all of the destruction that has been a part of the so-called black community. All right. So we're going to break down the MO of our adversary. And I want y'all to understand something. What's up, Antonio Johnson? I want y'all to understand something. These females have been at war with the Afro man who's been righteous from the beginning. And all that they've done for who they wanted to hook up with and mate with and all the rest of that stuff, they've been telling you it is not you. You've heard them say on national television, when they said good men do not like you wearing weave. And they was like, I don't give a F what good men like. I'm going to wear what I want to wear. Because basically what she was saying, because I like taking his hard-earned cash out of the mouth of children, his seed, children in the so-called black community, and passing that money along to every other community in that hairline so that they could put their children through college, build houses for their children. You know, from the Oriental people all the way up to the Muslim people at the store or the Arab people. All your money is going to someone other than the community. And this was by design. And trust me, the government, understand this, the government did not put a gun up to their head to make them betray the good Afro man in such a way that it utterly destroys his seed. I mean, utterly destroys his seed. All right, y'all, that's how bad this thing is that we are dealing with. Let me plug in my charger because I might do a call-in. Hold on. We could hit up. Y'all got so many wires floating around here. I feel like Fred Sanford when he was in his box glass, in his drawer of glasses. This will work. When he had all them glasses in the drawers. That's why I'm with all these wires. I just wanted to pause real quick to wait for a few more people to get on. All right. All right. Now, before we really dig into this, let me remind everybody to get those thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe if you want to be notified when I'm putting up a video. Did y'all have problems with notification? Now, I send out an email today, and I did the regular notifications the way that I do. So, okay. Let me see something. Well, I can't fix that now. Alright, it keeps telling me my audio stream bit rate is low. Alright, so I'm not going to deal with it. Unless there's another way. I don't even know how to fix that. Alright, so anyway. So I wanted to wait for, hey, what's up, Chris Black? I wanted to wait for a few more people to get on before we really start getting into the data. Alright, because while this woman was bumping off at the gums, and this is why I said leave her up there. I don't know which has happened. Okay? This is why I said leave her up here. I didn't want her banned or anything because she wasn't getting too out of hand. She was spreading lies and stuff. But what I was doing is lining up all the lies that the BW have been telling about the Afro men. Okay? I was lining up all the lies, just following her line of logic. That's why I start reading her post. Hey, what's up, Captain Marvel? All right, that's why I was reading her post. And basically, what happened is that the more she lied, all right, the more she lied, the more ammo she was giving me to confront such a lie. And so as I was confronting these lies she was telling, I want y'all to understand something. As I was confronting these lies that she was telling, all right, I started to set things up in such a way that this video is going to make her sick. Right here. See, she wanted this smoke. I want y'all to understand this. My thing is built on giving these females the smoke they want when they want it. So she wanted this smoke. So we're about to let her have all this smoke. And that's how we deal with them. We deal with lies with the truth. All right? What's up, Daniel? But we don't necessarily need to be discussing to them what the truth is, because they are fully aware of what the truth is, which is why they are lying. All right, that's what I want y'all to understand. They know they're lying. All right, so when they come into our channels, right, when these spies, and we got to look at them as spies, we got to start looking at this thing as if we are in combat. The prize is our freedom as men and the truth. All right, and part of how we deal with this, part of how we deal with this thing that is going on, we deal with it by, one, not playing in a rigged games by their rigged rules, which change anytime they want to rob us of our freedoms and the fruits of our labor. All right, so that's what we don't do. So they wanted this fire. They wanted the lies. They thought that we was just going to let it slide, or they thought I was just going to let it slide. When I said leave her alone, I meant it. Because you got to combat these people strategically. How they say it? Strategically. You got to combat them strategically. All right? You can't go in on them the way they try to go in on us. You got to have discipline and be disciplined. All right? So, one, how are we going to break this down? Let's break it down by just destroying her first argument. All right? And I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm going to go back to my presentation. Hold on, let me try something real quick. Okay, no. She wanted to go here, so to here we go. And what's up with the here? This right here. Okay? So let's start here. What I wanted to do was scroll down to here. And you'll see how the blue is highlighted. All right? So you see how the blue is highlighted. First, we're not saying that nobody else do this stuff that they are doing. We're not saying, but what we are saying is this. What we are saying is this. That when you look at everything that's being done in the United States, they are doing it the worst. Y'all know what I mean. They are doing it the worst. All right, let me take that highlight off real quick. So that y'all can see this clearly. So clearly, let's be really, really, really clear about this. I throw out these numbers because I know them. And the other thing that I threw out to that woman was, oh, it's not just the men saying this. Oh, no. No. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Come on, sing with me. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, hell to the no, no, no. Exactly, Kelly Gill. All right? Or let's not say better or worse. Nobody does it worse. Okay? So, according to National Longitudinal Survey of Youth, 1 in 5 American moms have kids with different birth fathers. All right. Now, this was first researched on a radio show. Hey, what's up, young boy 24? All right. And they say, and you probably already know what's next. So, pray tell, what is next? Black mothers, this is research, this is a study. Black mothers lead the list with 59% of us. All right. Now, I want y'all to catch this real quick. Black mothers lead the list. Understand this. 59% of us have children with more than one father. Okay? Understand this. Let me break that down. How many people got that? Black mothers lead the list. You already know what's next. Okay? According to the National Longitudinal Survey of Youth, 1 in 5 American moms have kids with different birth fathers. Okay? And we know that the birth fathers aren't the good Afro men, because most 54% of Afro men now is the new data. All right, do not have children. 30% of the Afro men are married, which is more than the black women who are married. All right, it used to be 36%. Now it's down to 30. And the black women used to be 24%. And now that's probably in the teens now. All right. And so basically, I never said to that woman that she was the only person that did it. I say they do it the worst. Oh, yeah. Let me pause for station identification, as they say. If y'all care to donate to my channel and what I am doing in the community, all right, even in ours, but not so much as I do outside of our community, because I try to stay away from it. And I only go back in there to do for children. But if you care to help out for what I do in these communities, all right, my donation link will be in the description box, along with my PayPal me, my Cash App will be in the description box. If you do the PayPal me, make sure you don't use the business account, because this is not a business. Use my refugetemplenabi, PayPal me, refugetemplenabi, and when it gives you the option, put friend, not business. All right. So, because this isn't, what we're doing is we're trying to make Afro communities better by bringing some semblance of joy to children where we go. And the type of joy where we bring things that if they practice it, they might be able to turn it into something. Period. Okay. So with that said, so we get to this, and this is what I wanted you to understand. All right, according to the National Longitudinal Survey of Youth, 1 in 5 American moms have kids with a different birth father. And you probably already know what's next. Black mothers lead the list at 59%. Right? So she says black mothers lead the list. And this is how I know it's a she. And it is a so-called black woman. Because she said 59% of us means she includes herself. So this is a black woman going over this study. 59% of us have children with more than one father, while Hispanic come in second with 35. They ain't even close. No one else, no other group of women in the United States is even close to the damage that the BAW has done. Okay? So, the Hispanics come in second place at 35%, and whites last at 22%. Nope, the last will be the Orientals. All right? And last in the Oriental would be the Orientals from India, because they ain't playing that at all. Okay? And so, and we'll get to the men's part in this. All right. Let's see. According to the studies author, so they was like, well, we don't care about what no man say. Cassandra Dorius, oh, that's a woman. Postdoctoral, so she's a doctor. Fellow at the University of Michigan Institute for Social Research. Wait a minute. Institute for Social Research. Oh, you want to bring some smoke to my channel? Yeah, it's not a good look on you, because the next video will make you look bad. Alright? And if you think I'm having smoke on my channel, I got a song for you. You want to hear it? Here it goes. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, hell to the no, no, no. Y'all, we gonna wear that song out. All right, multiple fathers. Hold on, but we are not going to stop there. Y'all know we can't stop there. What's the other statistic that I used? The other stat that I used was this. Now I gotta do it again. Hold on. So this is how I find stuff. I don't necessarily have to find it because I know it already. Now, this is going to be children's.org that'll pop up. And bam, right at the top, right? You see it, 61% of men. Who fathered? Child trends. Now, let me say this real quick. A little factoid I would like to point out. We skew the data by a lot. And in a negative way. And let me tell you what I mean by that. That whatever this says it is, understand this. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's another female. Cassandra Logan, PhD. Study found that 61% of men, when you break it down by race, we are almost 10 to 20% higher than everyone else. All right. So 71% for us of men who father children, or greater than 71%, because this is everybody at the 61%, but we're way higher than that. Because, you know, thug love is an Afro culture thing. And that's where everybody else got it. For the most part. You know, that thug love, you got to love your thug. Right? So, for us, it would be the 28%, all right, who fathered children with only one woman. All right. And then we got to look at this. When the dudes weren't in jail and they had multiple children from multiple women, the dudes that didn't come out of the system, it was because they were married to the women. See, there's that fire and that smoke that they didn't want. Oh, hell to the no. To the no. All right, this is why I say you leave them alone. You leave the truck, them females that come here. All right, that's why you leave them alone. Because I'm going to put them on blast in the next video. All right, so I want to break this down. I wanted to break this down because there is a cause and reaction to all of this. There is a cause and reaction. Hey, what's up, Derek Thomas? To all of this. All right, so let's go back and get this recap real quick. All right. How we gonna do this? All right. So let's break this down. All right. And then I'm going to say why it gets worse and why there is absolutely no hope in this current dispensation for the black community. All right. In order to build a better community, we have to do it with women that aren't from here, from the U.S. Because there are hardly any left in the U.S. that's going to be suitable for good men. This is a hard thing to say, but you got to understand that this is the truth that we are looking at. As a spiritual, understand this, most of us would be categorized as conservative because we are spiritual. The difference between us is we're not going to forget the history of the United States. And our spirituality tells us that the United States was effed up from the beginning. You can't have a country that's founded on murder, rape, theft, lying, deception. All right. And let's get it straight. The Constitution is a good document. The problem is the people. It is a good piece of paper. But the clowns in office now show you that the Constitution, Declarations of Independence, all this, that, the founding documents don't mean a hill of beans to them. Because as white, leftist, liberal people, they think it's their job to think for everybody else. And they will force people to do what they want, and they could do it without having a single gun. They're not going to have guns because they're weak. They'll have the rest of the people take out other people for them. Because as weak as they are, and as wicked as they are in their minds up there running the government, and we're talking about both parties. I kept telling y'all that you don't pick a party. All right. You make a party work for you and let them know that they're on thin ice, like you can get rid of them. The reason why the Republicans have joined the Democrats and crapped all over its voters, because they figured out that the same mechanism that the Democrats used to win the last election, they're going to be a part of that too. So that they will never get out of office until they die out. And they will teach the same crookedness. The government, the way it is right now, all right, the people running it is killing it because they don't care. It's power all the way around. But I told y'all that. I said we as spiritual beings should not be a part of a party. All right. All right. So now that we're back, so let's back this up. All right. Let's back this up. Hey, thanks, David Bowman. And whoever else sent something, I'm not paying attention, but thanks. Let's back this up. So we got this. Right? And we got this. So basically, most of these women who have multiple children from multiple babies' daddies intentionally chose to be felons and dudes coming out of prison to be the baby's daddies. Then they run around with all this, advertising all of this, but no, it isn't for a good man. As they say, they become Negropeans. All right. So there, and if you tell them I'm a good man and I want a good quality Afro woman, they will cuss you out because they want to be run through by Caucasians and men with a bunch of money. This is the uniform of these women that are going to end up in this situation. Only the dudes that came out of prison in this situation, they're making money. They making grip. And understand this. And so they've been run through so much, it's ridiculous. They've been run through so much, it's ridiculous. So then, what do they look to solve their problem that they've created for themselves? Think about this. Exactly. Single motherhood is a choice. They said, I don't need no man. If I get one, I'm going to treat him like crap because I'm going to walk out with at least child support, at the least. And I'm going to take him through the ringer. If I get a basketball player, oh, Lord, it's on. This is how they think. They wake up with these thoughts in their head for the most part. What's up, Terminator T-800? All right. So when you look at this, I want y'all to understand. Most of these women, especially these model types. Hey, what's up, Yadiah? See who else I missed. Most of these, Michael Duncan, what's going down, bro? Most of these women, especially these model types, are being run through and passed around, and to them, that's the good life. It's the good life until the looks start to fade or the punani start to fade. And it gets old and worn out, and so them same rich dudes is looking for the newer models. Then we look at this. Truth be told, I'm going to let this one speak for itself. I'm going to let this one speak for itself. Because these women are using birth control, abortion for birth control. In other words, women been telling them that the power that they have is in their coochie. I want y'all to understand this. Women have been telling, BWs have been telling their daughters that the power that they have is in their coochie. The church has been telling them that everybody has to accept you the way you are because Jesus do. The way you are with no rules and nobody can hold you accountable for anything. Because Jesus don't hold you accountable for anything. They've been told this all their lives. the church and the single BAW mom have raised females with this type of attitude towards the life and sanctity of a child. And so when Black Lives Matter start to get on board with stuff that brothers like, well, me, primarily, this was the, I don't know, who was pointing this out like way back in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, when I was pointing out this #1 killer. Because I think this is, I've been doing this since 2009. I watched a video What Black Men Think when I first started hearing about this in 2006. And I started doing research. My first YouTube video was 2009. And they kept shutting my channel down time and time again because I'm telling the truth. Oh, but now it matters now that we are so destroyed as a community, and the #1 destroyer of the community is this right here. And this is something that they do by themselves. You can't hold no one else accountable. You can't blame the man or anything. You cannot. If you look at this, it gets worse for us. All right, if you look at this, it really gets worse for us. All right, hold on for a second. All right. I'm not even done yet. You know, some of the times you just don't have to say anything. This is the New York Times. Again, at no point did I say that white women didn't do it too. All right, they argue white women do it too. All the women do it and it's just that who does it the most, way above everyone else. Oh, y'all like that? This versus that? I keep telling you, don't come to my channel with some BS. See, I don't have the most popular channel because, unlike everything else, everybody talk about the facts. I'll throw them right up in your face. That's why they keep attacking my channels. That's why I lose subscribers and everything else. That's why people have a hard time coming and listening to my channel. Most of these soft, moist talent-minded dudes out here, they can't handle this truth because they are so into worshiping their queen God that they don't give a damn about the children and the community. And they don't seem to understand that they are worshiping a cult that by design is designed to promote their demise. I want you to think about that for a minute. Think about that for a minute. I just wanted to leave this up here. Hey, what's up, Full Circle Essentials? I just wanted to leave this up. All right, so that y'all can see that no, these are not partners. These are adversaries. Anything and any people that destroys you to the point of extinction never was your partner. They were your adversaries. And even though there are good women, there are some salt of the earth good women. The majority of them are your adversaries. They advertise it. They tell you to your face that we are out to destroy you, Afro man. They tell you this to your face. That's why we say, save yourself, black men, for those still calling themselves black. You better save yourself. They want you to concentrate on guns, and guns ain't even close. Okay, so I brought out my calculator. All right, so I got out my calculator, right? In 2019, we got this 926 divided by 39,773. In America, people killed 23 times more people through abortion than guns. You have to ask yourself then, why are they just concerned with guns? Got to ask yourself that. When you look at the top 5 killers of people, guns ain't even on the list. Gun violence, not in the top 5. it just gets a lot of attention because, well, guns go bang. Show you something real quick. See, and let me say something about Black Lives Matter. More than police shootings, more than gun violence, I'm going to show y'all something real quick. Y'all see this? These people have been playing. What's up, Full Circle? These people have been playing, especially the Afro man, for a fool, making him think that he's the reason for all the death in the community. I want you to look at the homicides. They're not even close to abortion. Accidents kill more black people than, let's say black people, because that's what it says. Afro people, accidents kill more blacks in the black community than homicides do. But it doesn't get attention. Neither does cancer get a little attention, heart. But abortion is greater than all of those combined. All right? And these are recent studies. Now, here's some weird stuff right here. in June 1st of this year, this is in the news right now. We told you about Detroit. We told you about Chicago. In the news, they are still killing more babies than they're born alive. For every 1,000 black baby born alive, 1,180 were aborted. That's pretty much 51%. I want y'all to understand this is an extinction level event. The BAW by herself is destroying 51% of potential replacement for the Afro people that are dying of other stuff. So, I want y'all to grasp the gravity of this. The reason why we are going extinct, because the BW is doing no part of her job. She's not cooking. She's not a cook. Don't bring love into a relationship. I want y'all to understand this. She doesn't bring love into a relationship. Don't cook. Brings nothing but stress and problems to a man, so shortens his life. And it's a culture of death. People say, what is the black culture in the United States? It is a culture of death led by the BAW. This is why you have to go get a woman from outside of that community. Because, yeah, while there are some good BWs roaming around, at the end of the day, right, the majority of the culture of BWs are for the destruction of the Afro man. When we run around and say they hate us for being good men, brothers are not saying this lightly. All this stuff that I'm showing you here, all this researched data, is something the brothers have been feeling for a while. They've been seeing it. You know, if you don't do what they say, they'll call the police on you with the hopes that the police will shoot you. And then it gets worse. It gets worse. 2021. Oh, that ain't TexasTooLate.com. Oh, sorry. Let's go up here and look. No, that's 2020. 2021, maybe. So if you look in the description box, all these web addresses will be in there. Except the last one I just went to, childrentrends.org. Y'all just look that up. It gives you all the children data, and y'all can just read through it and see how bad these choices are that the BWs are making. All right, so from 1973 to 2017 is 62,502,000, right? But this does not count the states of California, New Hampshire, and Maryland, which California and Maryland, heavily liberal and heavily, especially Maryland, dominated. Maryland would include DC, which we used to call dark country. And so 888,000 2021. They met in 2020 is 857. 2019. So let's get them numbers. So 888,000. $857. 2021 and 2019. So that's an extra 2,621,000. Oh, do you know what that's more than? By a lot? That's more than the CV. You know that C virus. More people in the so-called black community have died from more black lives were taken through abortion. But you know, the brother's gonna be okay with it because it's that black queen. You can't say nothing about that black queen. So now let's go back to here. When they tried to blame the good Afro men who they did not choose at all for any type of relationship to stay in, they used us for child support. The ones that they did get, they used for child support, and they used that child support to support their thug boyfriend who they gave dominion over your seed. Right? We tell them, hell to the no. That's right, to the no, no, no. They lead with 59%. Let's highlight that real quick. $59, y'all. They lead with 59%. So the next time they want to blame you for some effed up stuff they did to the community, y'all know what to tell them. Come on, sing the song with me. Hell no, hell to the no, to the no, 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 to those in the back. Hell no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. That's what we tell them. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. They could take it back to their thug boyfriend. Understand? See, brothers, part of not having to put up with this stuff part of not having to put up with this stuff is us just putting our foot down and saying, no, we ain't having it. Hey, what's up, Arup 12? What's up, Greg Mahone? Part of this is saying, no, we are not having it. What's up, CJ? We are not having it. All right. When y'all leave this, go back into the description box. Just go below all the donation links and you'll see all these things. And look at it and arm yourselves with the truth. All right. Arm yourselves with the truth. And let them know that it was black women all right, it was black women who did this research. Because even the ones that kind of got their stuff together, and hold on, wait. Let me say something about this. All right, when you read this, and you probably know what's next. Black mothers lead the list. This woman said 59% of us. So when she said of us, I don't know if she's including herself because she's identifying as a black woman, or if she's identifying as one of those black women that's single with multiple children from multiple babies' daddies. All right, so we don't know which one it is. All right, but what we do know is it's not looking good for them. All right. The other reason they can't blame it on us, because when they look at 60%, that's all the men, to include the Chinese who don't really roll like that, the Indian men who don't really roll like that, So you got the big three: the so-called black man, the so-called white man, and the so-called Latino man, or they say Hispanic, right? And in that, the the so-called black man skews this whole thing upwards, is because if you separate out the Afro or the black men from this, they would be at 71% of men who fathered children from multiple women have served some time in jail. Because in our culture, even when the women are going to get educated, even at an all-female university, they will only date the drug dealers and the thugs on the corner. This is a statistical truth. Well, here's the statistics that prove that the vast majority of children that the BWs have come from men coming out of the prison system and the penal system. Why do you think there was a rise in the particular STD cultures? Because those men coming out of them systems did things a different way, got the women that loved them so much that they would do things in an unnatural way with them men, then have the nerve to call another man GHEY. Okay? I want y'all to understand this. And if the man got himself together and is doing something, making some income, they don't want that man, but they want that man destroyed. Understand what I just said. They do not want that man. They want that man destroyed. The reason they want that man destroyed is for this reason. One, we dare to defy them and defy their coochie and leave them alone. Want y'all to understand that. We, the good Afro men, have dared. We take care of our business. We take care of our business, but we dared leave them alone. We dared to wake up. We dared to become spiritual and say, no, we done. All right, we dared to do that. We dared to stop taking the blame for everything that they've done. Oh, Daniel Porter, you hit this nail on the head. The thug boyfriend has more time to spend with the other man's child by the BW than the actual father that wants to be there. Okay? So I want y'all to understand, this is how deep this is. They would rather destroy a good father and replace him with the thug. Understand this. They would rather destroy a good father and replace him with the thug. I just want to leave this up there. These are doctors of psychology and all this stuff that's doing this research, trying to figure out what is the damn problem with the American woman. and it is the laws. But it isn't the laws, it's them. Understand this. It is them. Look at this. They have a bunch of laws that says don't steal. And yet you got a lot of people that steal. They break the law and steal. All right. So if they're going to go steal from Walmart, steal clothes for their babies out of Walmart and this, that, and the other. Oh, and you know theft is bad in Houston because they got everything locked up. Understand this. They're locking up everything in Houston. You need a Walmart person to unlock it. Now, on the upside of that, at least they put more people to work as people that need to unlock them doors. Okay? So, you can't blame the man for none of this damn mess. You can't blame the man. You can blame the man if he say the white man keeping me down. No, you can blame him. Because if he's standing outside with some Jordans on and stuff like that, no, your spending habits are keeping you down, bruh. But you cannot blame the man. Oh, yeah. All right. And so basically, and a lot of these women only want the good man after they've been messed up, after the thugs don't want them anymore. Now, don't get it twisted. The thug will come through and run through it real quick because you married it. You got that piece of paper from the government. So the thug will come through, wear it out, because the law don't matter to thugs. The law don't matter to the females either. They never have to pay a price. Why do you think they're so violent towards men? I mean violent. I mean, we'll smack a dude in a minute. Why? There's nothing to stop them. Then they put on all the fake stuff, get in there, whatever they call sexy, and go out fishing. When they said fishers of men, this is what they had in mind. All right? And they do all this because they have the number one backup plan. They made something that is against the commandments legal for them to do, and instead of being obedient to the commandments, they just fulfilled their own thing because it gave them God-like powers, the power over life and death, only not of the strong, but the actually truly defenseless. And we were taught by them that nothing is paramount to the woman's choice. This is what we were taught, and we believed that until we grew up and recognized why is their choice and their feeling superior over everything? We had to ask ourselves these questions. And as real men start waking up, wait a minute, what is my responsibility to all of this? All right. So this is it. This is the heart right here. This is the heart of what you get. Remember, 51%. More than gun violence. The travesty in New York. And you know things is really effed up when there are more aborted than are born. This is sad right here. So, brothers, I leave you with this. I just wanted you to see that for a minute. I just wanted you to concentrate on that for a minute. They want to blame everyone else for their image. They want to get angry or mad. They can't even get angry at us. They pretend anger, all right, but it's a ploy to get us to feel sentimental about them, but that ain't happening. Because for a lot of us, we just through. All right. The BAW did not have to choose to go along with the supremacist system. They really did not have to choose that, but they did. They did not have to choose to help the supremacist system destroy the Afro man. They didn't have to choose that, but they did. They did not have to choose to destroy the income or the ability for the Afro man to build up a viable community. But because they wanted to run things with their coochie, they decided to do just that. At every single point of the way, these women acted as if they were our adversary. So if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, then it must be a duck. Or in this case, a chicken head. All right? Either way. Yeah, they get no sympathy from me. The only thing I care about right now is how to provide something so that as children grow up and learn, they can look back at things and see how really effed up and wrong things are. All right, and maybe they can change things. But we can't do anything with the hearts of these women right here. The BAW in the United States. All right. The problem. These women went along with and petitioned. They went along with and petitioned every entity being that wanted us destroyed, all the way to the point of witchcraft. I want you to understand this. All the way to the point of witchcraft. And I was talking to my lady friend here, and I said that women want to try to control the man. But in places like this, they use their femininity to try to control the man. But when women resort to witchcraft, they want to control the man against his will and against his knowledge that he's being controlled. The thing is that as more Afro men become spiritual beings, even when they dip into witchcraft, it backfires on them. Because the first thing we do is utterly leave them alone. So they ain't putting stuff in our food because they ain't cooking for us. Why aren't they cooking for us? Because we have left them alone. We have decided it is prudent for us to save ourselves. All right? And so many more of us have to make that decision. We need to save ourselves because we can't save the children and do for children if we are destroyed. And trust me, they are intentionally trying to destroy us. So don't take this acronym lightly. Don't take it lightly. Because when you look at it and look at how they have sought to destroy us in the so-called community, they are serious. We was just suckers, not seeing them to be the adversary in the same vein as the people that developed the supremacist policy. Recently in this news, there was an attack on Bill Gates, and there should be. And there was an attack on the eugenics program, who came up with the abortion program and who put it in the Afro community because they wanted the black woman to destroy the community through abortion. But they didn't put a gun up to nobody's head. And in this, I see the point. In this, I see the point of people. Who says, well, Margaret Sanger didn't, we can't blame her for what the black women are doing. And people got mad at the white people for that statement. But on this, of all the things I have against Margaret Sanger and her policies, and how her policies are the pillars of the Democratic Party, at the end of the day, these are the women that betrayed us by continuing to vote for that group, because that group allowed them to decimate our numbers so that we have no political power or anything. We don't have a community. They destroyed that. We do not have a community. You can't have a community if you have no people. All right? And to this, they are correct. Nobody put a gun up to these women's head and told them the same thing for the white women. No one put a gun up to none of these women's head and told them to go into these clinics. They decided to go because they use this as a form of birth control. And even in the Planned Parenthood pamphlet, they warned these women that it is a medical procedure. It's an operation. It is not a form of birth control. But even though they put the warning up there, it didn't stop them. When you go to amusement parks and get on them swings, they give you a warning. We're not responsible if these swings break and you plummet to your death. And people still get on it for the thrill of it. All right, period. Our peace of mind starts with leaving those that mean us harm alone. Period. That's where our peace of mind starts. Our peace of mind starts with us leaving those that mean to do us harm alone. Period. We are not supposed to tarry with them. We are not supposed to tarry with women involved in witchcraft. We're not supposed to tarry with women that have children and that's getting child support. Because that means they have a husband. They're getting child support. Even if they consider the government their husband, it's still a husband. All right? Until they're free of the government or free of a man's child support, we can't mess with them. All right? We can't tarry with women unless they are a widower or their child is a bastard. Meaning that the father is seriously unknown, they're not receiving child support or anything like that. Period. The marriage license, no, nix that. We are not to get married with a marriage license. Believe it or not, the marriage license is against the commandments is because it takes you out of the will of the Most High and puts you into the will of the state. And as you know, the state's will is contrary to the will of the Most High. Want y'all to understand that. All right. Period. That should be our stance. Again, when these females come to these channels and start trying to spread these lies, don't argue with them. Don't get into it with them. Right? If you want to combat one of their lies, just go get the facts and put them up there. The links that are right under my donation links, right? Copy them down so that you could throw them up in their faces. Today, you've seen the link to everything that I've had up here. The only one you didn't have up here was children's.org. It's in a link in other places, but I'm going to make sure it's in a link in I'll just send it to you now. There's the link to children's.org. Copy that down. When you read through that, you'll get the 61% of men with multiple children from multiple women are dudes that just come out of prison. So when you look at all these women with all these children from thugs, all right, you'll have that, and then you can put it together with who they're screwing and producing all these children with. Throw it up in their face. Don't get in a tit for tat with them. Just put that up there, right? Just write it in there. Just make sure you have the number right. Because if they're going to go research it, they'll do it for themselves or not. Yeah, instant peace, Kelly Hill. All right. So basically, this is what you do. That's why I keep saying, don't argue with them. Don't get in the back and forth. Just put it up there and then leave it alone. Just put the data up there and then leave it alone. All right. Let her stew in her own juice. Understand this. What's up, Great February? Understand this. We don't have to prove anything to these women for any reason. They're not with us. Period. When they say, who hurt you? I tell them, you did. You the one killing all our children. You're the one that's making us go extinct. You did. Who hurt you? You did. Oh, I throw it right up in their face. You hurt me, and this is how you're doing it. You've caused our community to go, you're causing our community to go extinct. We could survive anything but you. You have taken the lives of so many children through abortion. And that's not counting the children you destroy after they come out of the womb. Right? So you can't stand us in the womb. You can't stand us out of the womb. It's just that you allow some to come out of the womb so that you can make a check off of them. Anything they do about children is for leverage, not out of love. Leverage, not love. Y'all need to remember that. They are about leverage, not love. All right. All these things up here. Texas Marine is putting them up. Mark them. All right. Put them in your arsenal. Learn them. All right. Learn them. What's up, fear to none? All right, learn them. Study, when it says study to show yourself approved, all right, it's some BS, but in an NT, but it's a good saying. So that you can rightly divide the word of truth. It isn't just talking about the Bible. It's just saying rightly you got to study to rightly divide the word of truth. To know what's true, You have to study to know what's false and what's true. All right. All right. So, brothers, I'm going to end it here. All right. Peace, love, and soul. If you'd like to help this channel out, my PayPal, me Cash App, and all that stuff is in the description box. But more important than what's in the description box. Now, if you're going to try to help, remember you take care of yourself and family first. But what's more important, and my brother Texas Marine is posting all of these web pages. This is more important. Arm yourselves. Arm yourselves with the truth about what these women are doing to us, our seed, and the community. This is not just about abortion, but this is about every aspect of what they wanted the culture to be. All right. All they have to offer is their backside, not peace, not somebody that's going to help rear the children, not somebody that's going to help you. They see you as direct competition. They see you as a competitor, an adversary. They look at you, Afro man, as somebody they are competing against. All right. So, with that said, brothers, I'm out. I'll probably have another one of these day after tomorrow. So tomorrow's Sunday, probably Monday. All right, because there's some other stuff going on that we're going to talk about. It's time to arm ourselves, arm our minds, and understand who our adversaries are and treat them as such. We don't bring an adversary into the home to destroy it. All right. So with that said, I'm out. Peace, love, and soul. All right. And thank you all for stopping by.